Cruella, Disney's latest foray into live-action adaptations of their animated classics, has been a big hit with fans. Holding a 74% Tomatometer score and 97% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes, viewers have enjoyed watching the very talented Emma Stone take her own spin on the iconic villain. Unlike past portrayals of the conniving, devilish diva, Cruella serves as a prequel, focusing on the character's backstory and rise to infamy. Not so surprisingly, the film's success has brought shiny dollar signs into the eyes of Disney execs, and a Cruella sequel is in the works, as reported by The Hollywood Reporter. This is certainly welcome news to audiences who enjoyed watching Stone gallivant around 1970s London in some spectacular frocks. But what do we know so far about this recently announced sequel? Watch full video to find out. When will we see the Cruella sequel? Cruella released in theaters and on Disney Plus Premier Access on May 28, 2021. Though the film was beat by A Quiet Place 2 at the all-important Memorial Day box office, as reported by Deadline, the opening box office gross of $21.3 million was enough to inspire the House of Mouse to get started on a sequel, though many viewers likely chose to watch Cruella at home instead of theaters. Disney does not share specific ratings for their original Disney Plus streaming titles. The Hollywood Reporter has shared that Cruella director Craig Gillespie and screenwriter Tony McNamara are expected to return for the sequel. No details have been announced on expected release date, but with the success of the original film, it's likely Disney will want to get the film out as soon as possible. Additionally, now that COVID-19 restrictions are lifting worldwide, including in London where Cruella was filmed, there are less impediments to getting the ball rolling on this sequel. Who will be in the cast of the Cruella sequel? According to IMDb, Emma Stone does have other projects currently in pre-production, including The Curse, a new scripted comedy created by the always hilarious Nathan Fielder, so her schedule might be a bit packed to take on a new filming project in the near future. However, Stone made it clear in interviews just how much she enjoyed playing the character, and it's very likely that Disney will also be willing to shell out the necessary cash to get her on board for a sequel. Of course, the legendary Emma Thompson's portrayal of the Baroness certainly added to the entertainment value of Cruella. We're unsure how her character would fit into a sequel, given the events of the film, though we always welcome Thompson in any performance. Joel Fry and Paul Walter Hauser also entertained audiences as Cruella's hilarious henchmen Jasper and Horace, respectfully, and we can't imagine a continuation of this Cruella story without her trusty sidekicks. What will be the plot of the Cruella sequel? The first Cruella serves as a prequel for the 1/1 Dalmatian story we know and love. Therefore, it's likely any sequel would be a retelling of that story. As the film ends with Cruella delivering Pongo and Perdita to Roger and Anita, it seems certain that the next installment would be revisiting Cruella's classic crimes. Disney has certainly not shied away from remakes in recent years. The classic 101 Dalmatians was actually their first dip into the trend, with the 1996 adaptation of the 1961 animation, starring Glenn Close as the Cruella. Still, we'd love to see another take on the story with Emma Stone in the lead, perhaps a telling that focuses more on Cruella's pursuit of the puppies. With lead screenwriter Tony McNamara at the helms for the sequel, we imagine the story will be a seamless continuation of the story that has captured audiences since the release of the first Cruella. We'll have to wait and see what comes of the sequel, but one thing's for sure, we are eagerly awaiting the return of the evil fashion icon. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more.